Content over everything! We're not circumcised.
I think we don't know that. The reason that circumcision has been brought up is because it's a basic human right. We sympathise with women. Even when we talk to you guys, if we talk about female circumcision, you'll go, no, that's not Muslim. But when we talk about male circumcision, you go, oh, you're now attacking Muslims. We're not attacking Muslims. Now, if you respect the law of Britain, you'll realise that there is a law there that says that we don't circumcise children. If you're older and you choose, when you're old enough to decide to be circumcised, then you can make that choice. It's up to you. You've got the freedom to do that because you're an adult. But doing it to young babies, that's not good.
So your boy may grow up, he may be an atheist,
about it?
he may become a Christian, and you've mutilated his genitals in the name of your religion.
He's asked.
Why can't you leave it to adulthood?
No,
like
what's
this
not
is
good about it? I can
What's
tell
wrong
you
with
what's
doing
not
that?
good about it.
Leaving it to adulthood so you can make your decision as... Yeah, exactly. Do it then.
Yeah.
Just
It's
stop
gonna
this.
hurt later
Oh,
on.
it's going to hurt, he said.
No.
But it's a young, innocent baby.
Really? There's an MR. You can do. It is rubbish. You can do
had
an
an
MRI.
anaesthetic.
Because they don't give the baby.
I have a son.
This is what I mean by rubbish.
They don't get well like
when they
this.
do an MRI scan on the brain a year later, they can see where the trauma of it happening is. When a baby is young,
Yeah, what
and
happened? Okay,
well,
that trauma.
The brain is
Okay.
developing, and the neurons in that are joining.
Yeah.
If you put a tiny baby through that kind of incredible stress and pain and anguish,
Okay.
you're going to be affecting the brain.
What's gonna happen then after that affects
Well, the child
brain?
may actually feel that the world is not a safe place, and not only that, you're going to be
Called
doing terrible
post-trauma.
You should know
It's called
that.
post-trauma.
It's
It's a
not
condition
all-
that's quite well
things. You know,
understood.
it's unnecessary. See, in the past,
No, if he's gonna become a criminal, then he's gonna hate his father, then he's gonna hate his mother, isn't it?
well,
No, you're saying it's gonna affect him.
yeah, it will affect him. I
So he's
imagine
gonna
it's affected you.
he gonna start hating
See, it's very
the
hard.
world.
See, and not only that, you probably don't know any men who have not been circumcised, and a lot of Muslim people think it's for cleanliness and all that. We had a guy called Kellogg's who did Kellogg's cornflakes. He was an extreme Christian, and he was a weirdo. Not to saying that other
Muslims
people
are weirdos, yeah?
But I'm not saying that you are, but I'm saying that
You
that
just said
guy
it.
was, and he also used to put a light type of acid in girls. The whole purpose for that, from their point of view, and his type of Christianity was to stop children from playing with themselves or touching themselves. But the trouble is he damaged a lot of people. And the thing is, there's a lot of nerve endings in the foreskin. And the other thing is that I've met guys who've got girlfriends, and they want to have a lot of good time. They can't keep having sex continuously and enjoying themselves because they can get rashes, and it can be difficult for them. You lose a lot of sensitivity. Not saying you did, but a lot of people can be badly damaged. I know an Irish woman had her son circumcised. It went wrong. He's damaged. He can't have a girlfriend. And he's got mental health problems because he can't have a family or have a partner.
And it's because of Muslims.
No, it's because of circumcision. And his mother now promotes against it.
Don't blame you for everything.
So the thing is, all I say is, instead of thinking we're attacking your religion, which we're not, we're saying something like this. Maybe consider it to you later in life. But I think that I know it's very much part of your identity. Pardon me.
When we
But
said leave it to later
and the
life,
same with the
so
Jewish
why can't you
people.
do
But
that?
there is a Muslim organisation against circumcision, and there's a Jewish one as well.
That's the website. The
So
Muslim
it's-
case
we
against
know
So
it
the
does.
thing is, it's not, and it's very quick. You assume immediately we're attacking Muslims. We're not, and we're
No,
not
but
attacking
it turns
Jews
out
either.
to be. I mean, like there
No,
are
it doesn't
people,
turn out.
Get
We're
sent
protecting
outside as
children
well, right?
in this
That's on the
country
other
when there's
side.
laws.
there
That's
are
what-
people who want to turn it into a religious war that.
Yeah, but there's
look,
Muslims who want to do that as well. So
No,
there's
I
a lot
know,
of
I
people
know,
that want to do that.
But I'm saying that if those parents who are the Muslim, if they don't want to do it, they don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
And it hasn't affected them generation after generation.
Well, you say
so they
that,
don't see anything
that.
wrong
How do you
with
know
it.
that?
So you need to give them that
But
choice
no,
as
no,
well.
but
Controlled
do
experiment.
you
How
respect
do
the
you
laws
know
of
that?
Britain?
No, I do.
Well, then
I do.
well, this one you don't.
No. Okay.
Ethics of that
No,
is-
then when I took my son to the doctor, then you should have said, for the act of this, such and such, you can't do this.
But he won't because
But he did it.
He'll do
Because
the
we don't
circumcision.
apply the law to religious groups.
So apply it then.
Yes.
Exactly. I've been
we
saying
can't.
that for
Thank you.
decades.
So why you are
Finally.
blaming the
We should
Muslims?
apply it equally.
And
Who said we are?
No favour.
Who said we are?
The Muslim case against circumcision.
And on the other side, the Jewish case. against
Yeah,
circumcision.
I don't mind Jewish, Muslim, whatever.
Well,
Yes,
you can
you
visit,
So why-
visit the website.
No,
I don't
but,
know what the
but
website
then you
says.
should not stand here.
Why not?
Why not? I'm sorry, I
Standing in front of Parliament
I did
to
that. I did that.
implement
I
the
got
law.
arrested. I got
He did
arrested.
that and he got arrested.
There we go then. Is it my fault?
But no, who said it was?
said it
But
was?
they are the government.
Why
are-
are you-
Look, the Muslim
You're a
case
victim,
against
aren't you?
circumcision.
You're a bit of a victim.
If I'm a
aren't you?
passerby, if I'm reading
Hold
that,
on. In America,
You have a
a
chip
lot
on
of
two
Christians
shoulders.
get circumcised.
and I'm passing by, and if I'm reading
Which is
that,
why it's not
in
an
my
argument
head,
against Islam.
automatically
I never said that. Your brother
it
is.
types in there's a problem against circumcision with a Muslim. If I'm a tourist here, and if I'm just passing, and I'm looking at that, I'm gonna blame the Muslims again for
This is
something like that.
This is a Muslim website.
You know,
And the other one is a Jewish one.
He does get.
I
your
know.
point.
I
is your
know.
point?
My point is
Don't blame Muslims.
no.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
blame
first of
many.
all,
So-
yes.
so-
You should put the parliament or whatever. Your fight should be against the law. Put
is,
like.
it
Well,
is.
we've come to Speaker's Corner
do
to
that.
bring up
People
the
have done
to
that
bring
for
up the
hundreds of
subject.
Okay,
years.
then
That's
put
why
the
we're here.
ministers, the parliamentarians who are against, who doesn't implement the law. You should put their photos and names.
They ignore us, and it's most of them. It's almost all of them. We're
So
all
then
unique.
why you're putting Muslims
We're not.
and
we're-
Jews
but-
and Jews?
No, it's a representation of saying that we.
You
there
totally.
Are,
your fight is not against
So-
Islam.
so hold up.
Your
No,
fight is
no,
wait.
There's two
The law
religions
says.
who do
See,
it. That's why.
when we
but there's
talk
also
sense,
there
when we talk
people
sense,
who
they
will
go
say
away.
it.
So
When
if
we talk sense.
doctors are willing to do this procedure, does that mean doctors have no ethics? If it's bad for
Oh,
the
so
baby,
in that
Then
respect,
go
yes.
outside
has a
hospitals
doctor
then.
got no
We have
ethics?
done.
He's going to do something to a baby that harms
Say
a baby.
this
Is that what
hospital,
doctors do?
this
If
doctor,
it's a
go
doctor
and name
with
and shame the
doctor's ethics,
doctors.
Would
We
he
are
do that?
criminals. We've
Go
done that. We've
and
done
name
that.
and
We've
shame
gone
the
to several
I don't
hospitals.
believe a
We've done
doctor.
that.
Don't write Muslim.
No, we've
Don't
done
write
that.
Jews.
We've done
I
that
don't
in
believe
Goldman
that.
You
Sachs.
are
We've done
making
that.
it
do not
as a
believe that.
racial
I
issue.
don't
No, we
believe
don't.
you guys
You
know
are.
more
No.
than medical
Because you're
doctors.
putting my
You
name.
don't know more than
Your
medical
name's not
doctors.
there.
Muslim.
No, that's because it's talking about the Muslim people who are against, who agree with us.
We're advertising
They
a Muslim
agree
website.
with
Okay,
I don't mind.
So if
I don't mind that.
0.001
No,
agree
your
with you,
fight
does
should
that
be
represent
with
all
the
of us?
parliamentarians who does not implement the law.
No, we're here to discuss it with the
This is
public.
about raising
and
public
this is
awareness.
Speaker's Corner, and
Yeah.
we're raising awareness.
Good, but here you will get people who will have a different view than you.
And yes, that's what
Then when
Speaker's
they
Corner is
say,
about.
what you're doing is wrong.
That's the whole
Why?
purpose of Speaker's Corner, and that's why it's a great place.
No,
Oh,
listen. At the end, I just don't want to shout, but I think. I know. I've been shouting. Sorry.
Yeah, just for
My
that.
apologies. My apologies if I shouted too much. I swear. My apologies. But my main point was that if you say the law says don't do it, I think your fight should be totally concentrated on the government to implement the law.
We've been trying that for 5 years.
No, good. Good on you then. Good on you then. Good on you.
But the
But
public
my
awareness
only
needs-
thing was
needs to
that
increase.
if I'm, as a Muslim, for generations, we've been circumcised, and if I have a son, I have done it. What
Not
I
just us,
thought,
the
no,
Jews as
listen.
well.
What I think as a father, imagine a piece of your flesh. As a Muslim father, circumcision has done nothing wrong to me. So what I see good for myself, I see good for my
You can use that
child.
logic with spanking. If my father spanked me and I had a
No,
normal
don't bring
upbringing,
another subject.
it could-
We are
that's
talking
the
about
same logic,
circumcision.
though. It's the same logic.
So that's what when I took my son, when I had a son, I said it was good for me, it's good for my son. I took him and I circumcised him. That's all.
Okay,
My
logically
point is
speaking,
that. That's all. Thank you very much for talking to me.
Logically speaking,
If I said something wrong, I apologize.
a
I
fully
apologize.
trained,
Yeah, thank you.
qualified doctor, medical doctor, if something was deemed bad for a child, would he consider doing the procedure of circumcision?
Yes, for
If he
money. For
consider-
money, generally.
For money. If he works on the
No,
NHS
but-
or if he works on privately,
Yeah, they shouldn't.
it doesn't make a difference. He's a doctor. He's got doctor's ethics. He knows what's good and what's bad for the human body. He's more qualified than you guys. You guys know more than doctors. I don't think so. Unless you're medical
There
doctors.
is not one claimed medical benefit.
So you say
Please let me
something.
finish the sentence.
Okay,
There's
go
not,
ahead.
There's not one claimed medical benefit to circumcision that bears examination. None.
Repeat that, sorry.
There are no medical justifications for it.
Yes, there is.
Health benefits.
There in Africa, there are millions of men being circumcised to prevent AIDS
And
because
it's not-
they
it's
found
not-
it
Oh,
preventing AIDS.
Just here, syphilis.
It's
Syphilis. How
nonsense.
many?
It's
How many
nonsense.
syphilis here?
That's not nonsense. Why are you
It's
doing that?
thousands and thousands of African boys are dying every year from complications from circumcision.
Circumcision has been done for thousands of years
it's
because
the
of
fact that it
preventing
stopped.
diseases.
It doesn't
Before
prevent
time,
diseases.
when medical
What
science...
diseases does circumcision prevent?
Well, all the cultures in the
different
warm
types.
lands are using circumcision, except Indians actually.
Sorry, all the what?
All the warm lands, all the people who reside in the warm
Well, this isn't a warm land, is it?
No, but then, but I'm just saying, yeah, it has hygienic reasons, and also with AIDS.
so
there is
does
definitely-
washing, you know?
But with AIDS, there is a connection. With AIDS, it does prevent AIDS.
It doesn't.
Well, you can look it up. You can
But
Google
believe
it.
me, the research is so flawed. I mean, we have a lot on our website. Sorry.
So
And
if
what
it's
about-
flawed,
there are many men who
if it's
undergo
flawed,
circumcision
how
for
come
medical reasons.
you've come to this decision? You've made your mind up. If the research is flawed, how come you've come to
The
this decision?
research showing
Oh,
that it prevents
cause suicide.
it prevents
It's absolutely
STDs or
ridiculous.
prevents HIV is very flawed.
But what about the prevention of, like, there are men that get circumcised for medical reasons because there's a connection with urine, all kinds of diseases with the urine system. Yes, there are men that for medical reasons get circumcised.
There's a guy called William Collins who's done 3 lengthy pieces on the claimed medical benefits of circumcision, and he debunks every single one of them. Every single one of them. It's actually the cause of urinary tract problems. Huge number.
Well,
of
I
them.
never heard of that. I actually heard
Well,
there are men that I know people have undergone that at a later age because they had some kind of a complication, and the doctors did it in order to prevent further.
It's very rarely. I mean, there are medical circumstances, but they're very rare.
There are medical circumstances. You see, there are. I mean, people wouldn't do it if there was no reason. And what you say about homelessness and this, there's no connection between this at all. I don't understand. Are you kidding me? There's a connection between domestic violence and circumcision?
These are 20 areas where the human rights of men and boys
Well, you can also
are
find a
assaulted
connection
by the
between
state.
everything, but this is not medical. It's
No,
just
no, but
nonsense.
this is just one of our campaigns.
What's this? When you say the Muslim case against circumcision, are you Muslim?
No. When we speak about Muslim, we take Jewish.
Ah, the Jewish. And what about the Christian case against? Aren't the Queen? Aren't in fact the royal British?
Until they do 3-sided placards,
But
I've got a bit of a problem.
Prince Charles is circumcised. The British royals are circumcised. Do you know that?
Prince Harry and Prince William are not, because Diana refused
That I don't know.
to have this butchery carried out on them.
Christians well making in our countries.
But what
In
you-
America, Christians, a lot of Christians get circumcised in America.
Well, there are people that are circumcising for the wrong reasons, but medical reasons definitely. I mean, but what is the connection between sexual abuse and circumcision? I don't see the connection.
We're a men's rights party, a men's and boys' rights party, political party. And these are the issues that we campaign about.
But what about, like, I'll come back to it again. If you're
I
about
thought
men's
that-
rights, why don't you go after causes like men's rights in divorce settlements
we
and
do
things
that.
like this?
Ah, you do that. Oh, I understood. I'm sorry. I thought there was a connection between that and
No,
that.
no.
Okay, well, that's good.
Oh, okay. I
Reassures
see.
us all.
I see.
We get some strange allegations made at us by people who
But
then run off.
Isn't it a personal choice though? Because there are definitely arguments for circumcision, as I said, medical reasons as well.
Very rarely,
So-
very rarely.
Well, why do you think then people throughout warm lands circumcised them? There was hygienic reasons. It was just easier to take care of the hygienical. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done that.
We're talking soap and water.
And AIDS. If you Google AIDS
Oh.
and
No, that's
circumcision,
a lot
you'll
of
find
rubbish.
a lot
I
of
said
evidence.
That's a load
That's
of
just
rubbish, that
nonsense.
one.
I don't think it
But
is.
soap
It
and
is.
water, you know, it cleans other areas of the body.
Sorry?
Why can't soap and water clean that? Clean the same as it does everywhere else.
I mean, you need to read this paper, but there's definitely a connection between AIDS prevention and circumcision. There's
Believe me,
definitely.
we've researched it a lot, and it doesn't stack up. It absolutely does not stack up. Anyway,
Anyway, we can disagree on that, but that's not the most important issue. Those are more important issues, definitely. But wait,
nice
can I
speak
ask
to
you
you.
a question?
Of course.
Why do you think men, like when you look at sexual abusers, how do you as men defend the statistics that like 95% of sex abusers are male?
that's
And-
bullshit.
Huh?
Absolute bullshit.
It's bullshit?
Yeah.
That's also not true?
Of course, it's not true.
I mean, look at sex abusers. Who are, women are not. There are women that are sex abusers.
There are
on the
plenty.
whole.
No, there are plenty. Something like a third of. Seriously. It's all in our manifesto. I mean, something like something about. I mean,
abused children, 49.
But domestic violence, surely there are more men than women.
60-40.
That few, well, but still, what more males? Why do you think there's more males than women? What makes males
I just
more
don't think
aggressive?
men also report it because it's like.
The men, that's right. Men don't report it. The highest incidence of domestic violence is in lesbian couples.
That I don't know.
Well, it is. It's a fact. It's been known
No,
for
but
decades.
why do you think males do have, like, if you look also in wars and armies, why do you think males tend to be more aggressive? Do you think it's not true?
But men,
They're the ones drafted. What do you mean?
men also
but they're
lay
the
down
ones
their
running the
lives.
countries and
Men
they're
also lay
making
down their
wars.
lives for women. Women don't lay their lives down for men.
Well, I would argue that.
Where do women lay down their lives to protect men?
To men, a lot of women sacrifice so men can have a career and they raise the kids.
Sacrifice, staying at home.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it's
that's
not
a big
always easy.
sacrifice.
Would you like to stay home and raise, like, let's say in traditional
I
societies,
think
look at
plenty
the
of men-
Muslims or whatever, they stay home and raise like 10 kids.
Very few women are prepared to work hard to support the man staying
And
at
taking
home.
care of children is the hardest work, I would argue.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. When you do it properly, I mean. You do it properly, somebody has to raise them.
I think it's a sharing of
Men,
roles.
men can also do it. Yeah, but who wants? How many men do you know would like to stay home? There are
Actually,
men
there's
that do
quite a
that.
lot of men that do
there
want to
are
stay home.
more and more, but generally there are very few men who are.
You mentioned who maintains the infrastructure? Who built the entire thing you see around you?
Men.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they also do horrible politics and wars.
Yeah, so what?
Women were in charge. Maybe it wouldn't be such a
I
violent world.
really don't think so.
I'm not sure. What does that have to do with anything? How stupid is that?
I think she just came in, she saw the camera.
What is this camera, by the way? Filming
No
it?
idea, you're not supposed to.
Content over everything. From now to Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to.
They said no. That's United Nations says. United Nations says the Saudi Arabia bombed 2,000 schools and hospitals. It's the United Nations, my brother, controlled by America.
Okay, that's fine.
No, fine. He said that's fine. That's fine. There you go. There you go. That's fine. That's fine. He said fine. 2,000 schools. 8,000 children's fine.